Hello everybody, it's TARDIS time! Hi, I'm Percy and I'm here with Quill.
Do a stage mount.
Let's see, microphone working, music working, and my face is here as well. Is my mic working though? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure me on 100% level. Because I'm kind of trying to get out of sickness. Here I am. Trying to get some energy. So, last time, someone came on the team a very interesting idea that they should probably leave in them. And I said that Mason is not gonna like it. He's probably already heading towards the room, and that's where we ended. That, oh no, we are gonna leave in you. Now, was there footsteps that were heading towards them, or was I imagining it?
It did not say that.
Yeah, I was imagining it. It was in my head canon that he is coming. That's why I
Well,
had to ask if it happened or not.
the door was like a force field or something like that, so there was no seam to the door when it closed, and it never did mention the fact that they heard any sound from the other side.
Yeah, but there is now a new seam that has been opened to the wall. There's several.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they were ready to leave. They didn't leave yet, but they were ready to leave. Let's see. Am I right by bursting the door open and trying to stop them? Just as they leave. And the title is Ominous Prisoners. So let's get some ominous music.
Actually, I wouldn't say that's the best music to start with.
But for now, we can use this. Let me see
Okay.
how it goes. What is beyond the aircraft that someone created? I guess in this open space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything none of the police who had done it could have imagined in advance? Unless they watched a much pony and so this got space. It appears to be akin to a hallway, and it's black and lightless, even if for the many specks of stars visible in it. The floor and walls of this hallway seem to be transparent, but also translucent. They glow in the moonlight, like snow. Yet, they can see beyond them too, to the vast open outer space. It's not that strange. Even normal mages can do that. I don't have an extra window open. Let me. I just have to bring up this. And all we need to do is take away the candles, and we are almost there. But somebody is showing them. It is the Grand Hall from Harry Potter. Also, once again, illusion. Another thing that is odd about this hallway, which also several messes with the writing room, is the fact that the walls and floor of this hallway shifts and is blown by the wind. Hunter, it's your job. If there is wind here. No, this proves me that they are literally having a VR headset on. That's why they have the writing room. And the floor and halfway shifting around is not having missing color. The floor and wall rippled and wiggled back and forth. Each step they take, he feels only from. He has a ripple and wiggling turns the balance a bit. Despite the motion in this hallway, akin to wind ripples, though, they don't hear or feel actual wind on their hide. Yes, you are literally describing virtual reality experience. And then come out to the space hallway. There occasionally seems to be random gaps in the gutter-like walls that the winds created. It is like this hallway is composed of many separate segments or gutters, and the winds awkwardly close the gap between them. Whenever that happens, they get a glimpse at random reality buildings. Some that are so strange and their minds do not know how to process it. And I assume you said you watched One Piece up to Japan. I mean, this place is almost like from Alice in Wonderland as well. If someone said that this is from there, I wouldn't be saying no. Unless if I saw the characters in there. For instance, some of them, there exist colors that don't exist in normal reality. Or at least, the models can normally see them. The same goes for sound and scent. They glimpse into realities that are, in some random way, entirely foreign to their experience. I mean, yeah, for what they know, they are still in Polyland. Even though they travel to cyberspace. This is why their mind will have trouble storing this information later. All they may be able to remember is the emotion of like God saying something very strange and clearly shocking. But what is exactly like? The memory of a feeling dream. I was about to say before I heard that it's like a dream. And you kind of remember what was it like, but you can't describe it. Not only do these gaps lead to random realities, but the same area leads to different realities. Whenever the flapping motion causes it to close and open again. Every single time they can perceive beyond the gaps by and do the senses for even a split second. Though it leads to different and often very strange reality. For the most part though, what they see in the shifting moonlight glowing and transparent window to the star's hallway. That really reminds me of Sliders. And especially in the beginning. When they couldn't even control where they were going.
Yeah, it was a fantastic show from the start. The cast would agree with that too. And then it got a lot of corporate interference.
Yeah, I didn't watch the later part. and I know that our TV company was like, okay, we are gonna buy the first season, and then we are gonna repeat it in random intervals, not even in normal order, just randomly. Episode 9, then episode 1, then episode 13. So it was impossible to follow. I mean, not that it matters most of the time because every episode was mostly sold, luckily.
Well, yeah, you could probably tell which one's the first one if you ever see it, but otherwise, it it didn't seem to matter too much what the order was. I don't think it was not common where the episode starts off where the last one left off. Like they're wearing the outfits that they were leaving in the last episode. Something like that.
Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, you're done with that paragraph.
I was interested. But where are we going? Someone asked cautiously from the rear of this group. There she remained to make sure that no silence fall behind her. We are going to the finish. That's what you think might make you meek. Someone's echoing voice was her. Continue the way is all that I say. I mean, you can't tell it come back anymore. You can jump out in this opening, but that wouldn't be a good idea. Also, when she said meek, immediately came to mind one of my favorite characters. This guy right here, his name is Officer Meekins. He's very meek. And very loud. Having cows in the night before complaining. My experience with you has been nothing but humbling. And I'm getting a little sick and tired of you giving more reasons to feel insecure. Is this your home reality of sorts? Loving checks with someone. It sort of bothers him like gratitude. He must him of gratitude awake. Someone responds. And you are right. This is not fitting for the what they are. That's more like it. They are not in trouble at the moment. Even though something is like, oh no, I'm insecure. They are not in trouble at the moment.
They are with trouble at the moment.
Yeah? A dash of imagination is all it's waiting. But the team of realizing the team is a team. So she even can to get out of the schemes. This way and that. She said as she points in opposite direction, using her forethought. Her left forelimb pointing right at her right forelimb pointing left. Huh?
Oh, imagine your right hand pointing to your left and the left hand pointing to the right.
This? That.
Yeah.
And then she became Nafi. Cat's a talking cat, and the words are mourned, but the truth is found. Is she talking in Reynolds? Nafi wondered, and she continued in the middle of the group. The pretty father looked to her. It wasn't traveling, yet he was something on. Oddly enough, he actually continued the most steady pace of the group. What if because of her vision problems, he is the only one who sees what is real here?
Mm-hmm.
The one-eyed gay person, those that tips over her own hooves everywhere else, finds a natural item to emotion here for some reason. Almost what I am saying. If so, she is the first of her kind to do so, the animation near the front, as she continues cautiously and highly observantly. You speak of the things with the heart like the links, who were mentioned with an interesting tone and upon recognition. I mean, a sphinx is a mishmash of creatures as well. If you think about that.
Yep.
The one who schools by creating the rules. He who misses those that she cheats, yet ever repeats the pattern of defeat. Among is the right tall smile. He who is lame, who knows makes her own game. Wherever she dwells, is always the same. Yeah, I have heard of many situations who were like, oh yeah, you must have defeated my little quest. But there is the second one that I haven't told you before. You have to defeat that as well. Tell me something I don't know. Like you agrees with the roll of her eyes, the wide and slam, as she stands in the arm. Oh, second thought, never mind. Don't do that. Good idea. So you know others like you? You are not alone? And I stumble in concern. I mean, you are with me right now. There's no social around from a race of this god. Someone expresses rather casually and almost indifferently. Objection, Your Honor. This code cannot happen if there is no social part of it. This harmony cannot happen with only one person or one creature. Each spirit of wrath tries to walk their own path. Knowledge of one is still a relationship of none. So, in other words, you tend to have no friends, and you act like suddenly. That must get pretty lonely. The way something goes around when this conversation is leading, especially when she sees a certain interest or light in someone's eyes towards her close friend. Next I see one who invited me. For some reason I said it in someone's voicing. Invite us, not invite.
Well, that'd be correct.
Someone else in the amazing light. No pony or creature should be entirely alone, but I will express it kindly. If you need a friend, or somebody to talk to, then a game. And you know what I'm gonna pull up. You have to get a friend like me. Somebody slaps the left wing or the face. It's hard for us to believe that her girlfriend would invite the spirit of trouble itself. That beauty feels sympathetic. Sometimes the very thing he loves, so dearly about him, can also be troubling and annoying. I mean, would you invite trouble as a friend?
Uh, the metaphorical concept or the spirit itself, like her?
I mean, let's say any one of these. Then just Summer or this one or anyone like that. Any kind of
Oh, that might
chaos.
it might be fun.
What we have to remember, in therapy, there's only 2 or 3 police who even know the word irony. And the 3 police are Celestial, Twilight, and Starlight. And then later on, Lana started to learn as well. They're also face down with the swing. They reported. She learned that this is why her husband didn't got their friend. For such a highly educated pony, he can be shockingly naive sometimes. A pledge is made, the speakers know. If I could, I mean, I literally could, but I am not for search for it right now. I could play the pastoral music right now. I am though, so I.
Yeah, it's actually pronounced thou. I think she said though.
Um, yeah, mostly because of the yeah, now. Sorry. Someone probably can. I probably accept this humble vow. I can remain put it on the side of Submarine's head, but she keeps her mouth shut for the moment. She was made a vow of her own, that her friend needs a third lecture about a stranger nature later on. A third lecture or a third lecture? Most.
Imagine her as a manifestation of a persona.
I mean, there are chaotic creatures in Persona, so. There you go. I mean, that's fit for someone. A change of fate landed on the other side of the star hallway. It's that, leading up. One thing came to mind immediately. I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
At first, it seems to lead to nowhere, which honestly wouldn't surprise the police too much at this point. But someone leaves what was an invisible door at first, and she nodded it awfully. It's like being inside a chest and lifting the lit skyward. When she nods, it's even a new environment beyond, but not much or one at first. It's all dark. Ah, so it was the endless survey if you took that step. But there's a door. That's invisible. That is a two-way. Do you know the way? Allow me to request. Stay to lead. It goes up the stairs and ignites its horn into radiant silver color. Put the light out one, and go surprised that the light does expand. But all it does in a minute is more floor. whatever room they are now, whatever room they are now in, it's too big for his own light to eliminate everything. What is this place? I guess she steps up beside the panel and looks around in an exploratory way. She narrows her eyes in some in attempt to pierce the gloom. But it's no use. The light has lit about 40 foot range, and it's not far enough to notice anything distinctive yet. I mean, they came from a huge white room which had no walls, no doors, no nothing, into a huge black room which had nothing. They didn't get away from anything. They faced rooms. I will check something, Mara said. She steps up beside Lewis, who exited the previous round. Clearly, she is quite grateful to be out of the last space. And her whole lights up, along every screen materialized in front of her. But she explored the option already carefully, other than match beside her, which includes the floating empty space tunnel. Welcome to my TARDIS. I mean, it could be. Can I clean up my toes? No. Okay. A little bit better. Not the best. Once they are all out of the last space, the part swinging door, which is only visible on the inside, closes by lowering back on the floor. At that point, it is just a solid grey floor now. See anything careful there? Okay, asked Margaret. And she is the one that shot her yellow pony's shoulder. Margaret said truthfully. There's a bunch of weird options in here that I don't understand. Why it seems I can access most of these controls. Can you try activating the light of this place? I checked. I should look back at Margaret over her right shoulder. I feel like we are gonna see something like this. When they open, before I see what they are saying. They turn on the light and they will see something like... something like this. But it's a mute twitch cannot be one of the keys, me.
Okay. Remember you said that.
That, I think I can do. But I suppose the flips a digital switch on the screen is recording. When that happens, the screen vanishes as she looks around. She listens along with everyone else around her, and the new plates are standing in that with new light. I mean, they are on the ship right now. They went to the corridor. The tunnel opened up, but they went back outside because the controls work. What happens is it makes it apparent that they are standing in some kind of giant warehouse, and it's so big they can't see the ceiling. It really is too far away. It almost makes it look like they are standing outside. What they can see, however, is the walls. So behold, A large trial shape motion within them that command encounters. Whoa! Looking at in awe. It's like Peter Sanchez suddenly wrote a song here. Oh yeah, they don't really have that kind of lighting in Equestria. They have little lanterns and little crystals as well, but they are not made for such a... how do I want to say? To light up such a big area. We seem to be some kind of warehouse, having notes observantly, as I continue to scan about. I wonder what is in those crates. I mean, you wonder until they start moving. And me, I cannot go back to the other story again, where they were trying to move the creme within those boxes. Where was it spacing? It had a digital system. And you can note. So what makes sense is we are back inside of floating city. Or no above somewhere. You will know the current lack of the other ports here. The system had more restricted access. So whatever they need, Martin, is probably classified military secret. It's probably the rest of the secret that Commander didn't trust us enough to reveal yet. So I'm guessing, I should observe bottom jaw truthfully. Once in those motions, I guess they have the technology.
Question mark, I choose you.
Yeah, it was always a thing that how do they even know what Pokemon is, which one? But it has been proven that they don't. They just have it have them on math in order, so they know which one is which one.
You know, it would be nice if those things were labeled, but it doesn't seem like they have to
There
necessarily
was a
call out
thing.
anything.
There was a thing in the extra show that someone actually emailed them.
What they do is press the button in the front of the ball, then throw the ball.
Yeah, but that was the whole thing in one of the episodes that someone literally put emails on their Pokemon so they knew which one has which one in them. And it makes sense.
Good idea.
But have really be willing to tell us if he accepts this offer. But I just a guess. Who was serving. I'm not fond of cooking and negative tactics, as I said, with a frown. Let's see what the commander was so afraid of telling us. I'm not fond of cooking and negative tactics, so let's use them. Because literally, if you are thinking about and taking out what they are hiding, that is literally that. But what he begins to tell me and the group, once we notice the others are not following him yet, not even trouble. Now what? You didn't finish. You see the problem, right?
Actually, yeah. Looks like I only need to remove the word winning.
No, I think this is a continuation, but not even trouble. He followed it, and looked back at the group, see if they are willing to follow him. Yeah, that's the combat of her not. They take a moment to look at each other. I thought they made something before looking at each other, then follow further with more resolve. The exception to this is trouble. She remains in place and goes a wicked smile before she fades away for a moment. What they are about to discover is no mystery to her. I am just a game master right here. I'm just pointing you to the right direction. Suddenly notices Trouble's reaction and feared just a little bothered by it. But he reminds himself that she led the whole group here in the first place. Whatever they will discover further her mysterious agenda somehow. Turning back to face the boxes, and towards all. And this time, all the rest of the police follow. Soon, they arrive and all the rest of the police follow, so Margaret and Dr. Kelly doesn't. Soon they arrive at the foot of one of the giant boxes. Of course, they discover that whatever is inside was concealed by a black curtain. The curtain itself is unlocked, so they make the first crack and moving the curtain aside. One is surprisingly heavy. He does moves to sadly, which movement is not immune to his efforts. What he does everything to do can be done, but it will take more power than he has on his own. Hey something, would you mind giving me a hoof? Listening this, Margaret and Dr. Kelly ignite their horse and join his efforts. Together they manage to peel back the curtain further, but it is still a struggle. So the later serving takes off towards the edge of the curtain, bites on it, then flies backwards, and she flaps her powerful wings. Once again, the combined efforts are clearly helping, but it is still not enough. After observing the results of their efforts for about 50 seconds, and the lack of success, they get invited. Hello! Try using some of your wind magic to blow the curtain aside, or maybe press the button that says open curtain. That will work too. Because for all we know, everything is electronic or mechanical here. So Morgan should be able to open it, but not really because she doesn't have access.
Well, she might at least be able to find the locks.
Yeah? Okay. What locks? No locks. Well, it could be it could be too successful. And I figured, and hold up at his parents' fan. Son, come back here. Let's get out of the way. The wind could affect you too. So we split out the curtain. And looked at her friend. For some reason, I told that she spat on the floor. The wind won't affect me. I'm stunned. He then turned to the ground. I looked at the others. The other?
Yeah, that should be Pearl.
They spin about to face the curtain box again as she does. You did precision flying with other potential Wonderbolt cadets. And taking refine your wind control to attach you with power. You can have done it safely with me up there. but I want to see this too. Alright, everybody. The announcing. The lady lips as good as it. Here we go. I can't believe that he is not saying this to the ponies here. He's saying to the wind spirit. Alright, everybody, here we go.
Well, he's warning them it's about to happen.
Before he can do anything, someone fades back into view, beside them. Then they get Paul and the surfing yacht. I don't know, like when before them, it is only transformed of the mere million flash of light, while it becomes into rainbow paint, with them passing as well as onto the floor. Oh wow, I didn't know I could do that with my wind. Hello, here's a breath. He has been holding and goes to surprise look, as he said. Oh, that was too. You could have done that for us earlier, up in Lord. Come on, with your frown. Anybody first have the satisfaction of watching us struggle for us, or the others by doing it for us? They're guessing. I hate the thought. It reminds me of one of the theoretical imp in the Grand who will tell that, okay, I'm gonna ruin your thing. The whole game is about finding out who's competent. I'm gonna ruin it. I solved the case, and I'm gonna tell you everything that happened. Let's tell what she's doing right now. I'm gonna ruin your fun.
I could easily see her in the same role as Bowser in a lot of the Mario Party games.
Yeah.
Actually, Kamek too, especially that, because he was able to like sometimes switch items at random.
You know what? I will probably say Kimu. Oh my! My gosh, when she finally realized what was behind the curtain. They all of them. It is some kind of cage, with an insectoid-like creature inside of it. We certainly resembled a giant praying mantis.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I mean, I didn't say it will be Mewtwo.
Scyther.
Yeah, giant praying mantis is Scyther. You recognize this thing? I guess, Morgan. There is something. Next, she asks, this one that kills me, isn't it? It is not a canon creature. But there you go.
So it's one of the Grimm as well.
No, it's not a canon creature, it's a
Okay.
fan-made one. But usually when you are searching for a Grim, it's gonna be there. Yes, but it confirms. Well, we captured specimens, Andy. You captured one too on the day we first met. Sorry about Morgan. Two? But until now I didn't know what happened to them afterward. Morgan held back as she narrowed her eyes as she saw this creature. A second later she was so focused. holographic skin. He materialized it and provided more information on it. So Commander has been collecting these things. But as she swims her gaze toward the rest of the concealed voices in the crowd. I wonder why. I wonder why as well. We have reactions underneath. Funny enough, it's entirely science and evolution. Yeah. And other than point here that this thing cannot move a muscle at all. Doesn't even have a muscle. This guy acts observantly. Not even slightly. Nobody looks her curiously as she is. This thing frozen as a statue? I don't think they have friendship magic, no. Whatever information Morgan learns from the skin, go and try to guess before she listens. No, this creature is frozen in time. Oh yeah, that actually makes sense because Time Lord. Yeah, listen in the awe. Not even a Tom not spinning inside a cage. But if you would be frozen in time, your body would still die. Would it not?
Well, if it was actually because of the cold. Otherwise, it's like a videotape on pause.
I mean, just like the shark who stopped swimming. Like the heart is like that as well. That the or maybe even the brain more likely. That if it doesn't get any blood, it will just die.
Well, I'll tell you what. While watching some of your reactions, I occasionally put you on pause. Did it hurt you?
No, but I am myself not locked in time. That would be very different and very seriously troubling experience if anybody who pressing the board button would vote me as well. That's a mix. That is Margaret in confusion as she asks her. What are atoms? Yeah. How do you tell that to someone who never learned any kind of chemistry or physics?
Hey, at least you said the word correctly.
The tiniest forms of matter, the tiny forms. This is so sure that the universe is made from and made on. Ah, so very bright. Have you done anything like that, fella? So we checked. With the short silent friend. Or the remote and theater or such things, and the report. Now, if we are literally bringing atoms and molecules into the thing, what are magic particles made of?
I believe the atoms were a theoretical concept that was out there before anyone had the means to confirm it in our world.
I mean, everything sounds like that.
Hmm.
I'm not surprised to hear you say that, said Scully. Mystery is such a phenomenon that exists in your history. A few times, but got later lost in history. And the mystery is gone wasn't invented for 236 years, according to our records. I find it strange to hear you speak of our future in past tense, like about Scully. I mean, for her it is the past tense. It is what it is.
Yep.
The scary replied because you're shocked. There you go. I read someone to record that made the claim that Star Solar Villain was doing some academic research into such things. Hello, with the report. He might have even found something conclusive, but then he disappeared at some point. Became a soul statue. I mean, no. They went into limbo. Sorry. I almost misremembered. They went to limbo. With the other pillars. Like I said, there were some discoveries already earlier in your history, but then it gets lost, but largely forgotten. Then eventually discovered in the brand new research, the Kelly informs. So, the pillow back into the cage, the smallest form of matter isn't moving inside the cage. Isn't a big deal? I would normally call that impossible. Now almost an effort to science, to carry response. But I do know of some society who was very good with time manipulation. I wonder who. I wonder who. So give me a second. Yeah, Mike. I found my number. Anything to level or had inside?
Your haircut kind of reminds me of some styles in the 80s.
I mean, my lack of haircut?
Well, the curliness of it.
I mean, that's
Right.
in the genes. I can't do anything about that.
Also about the same length, too.
Would you say I am traveling through time right now? Oh, one is here as well. Time Lord, narrated aloud. This just further proof that this one member of society is involved in this scenario. Question is, why? He claims that it was Dolores, or one of the enslaved captives at least, who rented this creature in the first place. Something in mind. Maybe he was just trying to sell them on the same conditions. And you have to admit, it is hard for the creature to resume being the hand when they are frozen in time. If the time stops stated, and proceeds for the creatures, it will seem to them that they were instantly transported in the future. That if they have any way to tell at all. I mean, we know from Discord that no, they see and hear and everything that's happening. I mean, that might be a little bit different, what he went through, but still. One of these cases is not like the others, from an isolated side, like it is not one. One of these cases is not like its brothers. You know what? I'm gonna take theory of once again. They are gonna find that one of them has the actual vaccine and this one is a fake one. Would you say that's far off?
I'd say that's interesting.
It's a possibility. Let me listen.
One of these cages is not like the others. One of these cages is not like its brothers. Yeah, she's saying that.
Yeah? Is that you're not sort of way to encourage us to keep exploring? Yeah. So when the shark actually goes to night in, looking for a formal expression, others can tell that she doesn't know what they will find. And they keep exploring, even if she fades into ignorance. It's like when the GM starts rolling the dice when they are. What's that? What's happening? Nothing. You don't see anything. Wait a second. I think I see what she's talking about. The other thing, I see looks off to the right side. To further illustrate his point, he ignites his horn. The globe of silver light again, except this time he launches it away. Ah, that's his light. To the rescue. Wait, why do you need the light if the lights are already on?
It's sort of a way to point at something.
Ah. Oh yeah. It shows off the distance of the tops and the base of another giant morph thing. Well, this one isn't concealed with a black curtain this time. It isn't the marking either. It's just a solid black morph. From a distance, all looks like it's shiny. It's a silver globe shining beside it. Oh my god, they have the mother morphs. Let's take a closer look. Then get invited. And that's closer to the only morph in this warehouse. And looks different from the others. As she proceeds, others follow her. It looks like the group gets to a different cage, the more formal the feeling shares their heart.
Okay, now it might be better to play ominous music.
That's why that's her. The one. You know what? Let's go to some Layton.
Got the feeling a lot of those songs might be good for investigation of various kinds.
Of course, when I want, I don't find any of them. There we go. But I put the atmosphere that the fears with the lover's voice, and they arrive at the base of this new cage. Whatever is inside this thing is giving me relief. But I want cupcakes, not relief. This one does feel very ominous. Having agreed. It's like that. Whatever is inside that thing is among the commander's greatest military secret. Her passes a snide look of his own as a trouble as he asks her. Are you going to open it for us this time? The words I seem to fill up, but her face remains directed at this new box. He said, only in the rest of you feel I do not wish for the story to go sad. Yeah, like a good GM. I mean, I'm gonna say that it would be very fun to attend either Humble or Discord D&D sessions.
Yeah, like I said, they can probably be fun. That's exactly the way she's kind of reacting right now.
Yeah? Then she blows him a kiss. Actually, pink lymph nodes looks like a butterfly. After she blows the kiss that smacks into the left side of her cheek, which stuns him for a second, and it is something to observe. Came to mind immediately. If someone looked like this, then Sammy would have a reason to be jealous.
I think she already is right now, as is.
Yeah? But we know she's overly protective. Whatever it is inside this thing, this is the point why she moved us here. There is no figures. She moved us to this warehouse of all places. That encouraged us to keep looking while we were busy examining some other cage. I must admit, she paused as she rubbed her lips with the edge of her right wing. Whatever is inside this thing has got my curiosity piqued. Once again, the commander didn't want us to know. Not to know yet. And come on not. Whatever is inside, likely isn't good, but probably is important. That is key and crucial to whole adventure. It's gonna be the North Star and the TARDIS, both at the same time. That would be really big trouble.
Okay, for them, you think a reveal like that would give them an ominous and foreboding feeling?
Yes, but not really because that might be from the future, even the time zone.
Okay.
But I'm most like going back to the original than in its reaction.
That would be very interesting, yeah.
We didn't come to this time period at random though.
Hold on. I just want to mention that when you pointed out Mewtwo in that laboratory, I told you to remember that you said that. Now,
Yeah.
I think by now you've already seen why I said that to you.
Yeah.
What they've discovered in the cages there are kind of like Pokemon.
And this was different. Maybe it is a Dalek.
Maybe it's a Grim. Because they might give off different vibes than the Chaos Beast if they were really here.
And they haven't met a Dalek yet, right?
No, they've not.
So they would be like, what is this trash can? We didn't come to this time period at random though. Something in mind. It's not some random course set by the doctor. Or the choice of TARDIS. The TARDIS. He said it was you who brought us to this time. I asked the mom though that I got nothing, and she started to face the crew. Shortly after I got some advice from the swing that they pulled the moment and she discovered Edith's eye and this missing roll of her eyes, the mention of that name. They decided to file an observation for later and resumed. The cure that I think is somewhere in the annals of history. And I use the symbol of the Knight of the Hourglass by that was makes meeting to me by another member of the order. Professor remained anonymous. And I announced it will be programmed with the fellow members. It could be probably someone who will join later. The
That's
one
a
who
really
can be not named yet.
that's
Until
a
she
very
is born.
possible. Yeah.
She isn't a member. Having in mind as she continues to look at dying, but seems to have the trouble. I mean, yet. Who knows? Don't I? Wait, was this girl a member of tonight?
No.
No. You were just having. Okay, as the site area was high.
Oh, hold on. You asked your question was if Discord was a member of the Knights?
Yes.
You know, probably not. If you just imagine whatever you know about the character, he's not likely to try to join some membership of an authority that has rules and all that.
He just temporarily opened his tab with the North Star.
You know, he's more likely just to do and show up whenever he wants.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I know he was there. That's why I asked.
He's kind of like shows up like Q from Star Trek, but way more randomly and when he appears and what he does.
I mean, he has the power to do so.
But you know, unlike the Joker, he actually does seem like a character with a plan. When he does show up, he has some scheme in mind. Um, it may not go perfectly the way he thinks, but he still has some ideas. I think when he does show up.
You know what? I think all of Discord's plan has failed. All of them.
Well, let me give you an example here of a time he showed up and he did have an objective in mind. Um, was when Cadence and Twilight took off in some kind of train. They went to look at some kind of fair or festival of Stars for the Bearded. Her other friends were left behind. Then Discord all of a sudden showed up, and he was colored blue and pretended to be sick. His
Yeah, and
plan was
he
to
just wanted
eventually
a glass of water, nothing else.
his plan was to eventually bother Twilight specifically, but he targeted her friends first, as if to say that I'll give them a chance to take care of me, but I'm going to get rid of them somehow. And I'll add to that that Fluttershy was not the only one actually attempting to get along with him at the time. There was one other pony who at least made an attempt, and that was Pinkie Pie. When
Yeah,
he said he needed some kind of couch or something to lay on, like a fainting couch, he was looking at Rarity when he said that. Pinkie Pie was the one that was being hospitable and pushed a bunch of luggage behind him to try to make him comfortable.
yeah. But I know they are either meaning the master in next form or their own children that hasn't been born yet.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, probably the second one. Because the master uh wouldn't having problems with having names. But either one is a spoiler for them.
Alright.
No, hi.
Go ahead and resume.
Morgan adds with a slight against Versailles. It suggests that she probably wants to be a member. I mean, I did say that Morgan might be a member later on.
This paragraph, as short as it is, seems to confirm that she is interested.
Yeah? No, it doesn't. I agree. This is the main point I'm trying to make anyway. As I said, I use the symbol to contact another member of the order. So it would be like, I know. Well, I suppose I shortly showed up. At first, I thought that I was going to hitch a ride on that solid. But I said, it's up to me an envelope and told me to deliver this to the store. And it was he who would ultimately acquiesce my request.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce? Yeah. For some reason, I always acquiesce. Oh yeah, the man named called. I was worried about that small rectangular-shaped object, and you moved to the store.
That was when they first met during Dew.
He made it clear that information somehow stored on it. Oh yeah, they just somehow it's stored on it. Like this. I mean, it's almost they didn't have that technology as well. Not just the narrator. It then says ghostly as he goes on to ask. I hope you don't mind if I ask, but do you happen to know what information was in that thing? Yeah, I know it was secret. Then briefly goes to her eyes, takes her hand, opens her eyes again, and says, I do not. The captain of the other TARDIS was other man than I delivered the package to the doctor. Was the captain male or female? Duffy asked curiously. What matter? Was it Polly at all? We are not saying guess who. Duffy.
Oh, she's curious.
Well, seems to be sure, but I couldn't tell the rest of the details. I guess one. She was wearing a spacesuit. Spacesuit. So she did all of her details, including her kitty mark, if any. The top police have those, which I agreed. I must have none. I mean, that's why she said police shamed. She was in more shock than dying, as she goes on to say. And if you couldn't tell any of the details of this Mrs. Map, I began to rule out much based on the encounter. It might have even been a future incarnation of the Doctor, for all we know. I mean, yeah. If it would be the future incarnation of the Doctor, and they might have an information that they have to give to the past incarnation. They couldn't do it on their own because the old time would be no spoilers. But we know it's not that. How did you know it was even a map if the details were hidden? The officials were dying. I mean, it's not like she didn't hear her. Her voice. Nah. I guess one. Nah, it was a man. They were just using falsetto. But I suppose it was nothing to guess. I have heard female sounding stallions before and vice versa. Look at phenomenon. In addition, he took over the intercom. The modulated her voice slightly, or perhaps even severely. Maybe the purpose of that voice box was to specifically hide her true voice. They made her move dismissively. So ultimately, I don't know much about this body, but I'm going to go with it was a map. It's not like evidence to contrary. And you have evidence for it? How much light it might be? And I figured. My point that our present here, in this time, was somewhat orchestrated by that Mrs. Map in the other TARDIS too. I mean, if it was Margaret or Dr. Kelly, most of them could be trained to become a Time Lord, then it would make sense that why they wouldn't want the identity to be known.
Dorothy is a Time Lord? That's cute.
I mean, I didn't say Duffy.
Okay.
No, Duffy is not a Time Lord. She's a Cupcake Lord. They point out that it's been about 20 years back boxing up. All of which could be.
Your favorite thing is muffins.
That's why I said cupcakes.
Really close resemblance to cupcakes.
Yeah. I always mix the two of them. All of which culminated in this moment. What we face before us right now. The Prime Minister of Magi, Mahesh, mentioned that he had all three of the TARDIS and he couldn't access it. So you can imagine. That's why he wanted the Doctor's help. He hoped that the Doctor would have him open one or all of them. It may be that you, dying, got one of those ships, which is eventually given to some future companion, a companion of the Doctor. Or perhaps it was the Doctor him, or it's a her. Doctor and the man, nothing marveled. Then she said, no, I really can't picture it. Wait, wasn't this already being said aloud? I'm having
Next
deja
one.
vu. Didn't Luffy say this before?
I don't recall. And if she did, maybe she doesn't recall either.
I mean, having deja vu in a Doctor Who episode then would make sense.
Right.
But actually, you don't want to. And I guess it correctly. It's all the time in the movie. But it is me reacting upon my this look thing. You can remind the group that looks at that group. In the permission, I can try using my computer and see if I can access to the thing. That is, if we have any intention, find out what's inside. The inside actually looks down. They said, I must admit, a part of me that doesn't want to. And a foreboding feeling of whatever is inside the most as well. It looks like an open his most. But we came all this way, so we might as well try. I would at least attempt to put this mistake to rest before we move on. I mean, you better hurry up because you probably alerted everyone who had access to this thing by turning the lights on. It is an unauthorized access. No matter what you need. Just like I get a notification on my phone if someone turns on my PC. Without my knowledge. Then looks back and looks Kelly. Again the thumbnail. Okay, acknowledges that's not the one of her own. They ignite her own holographic skin. He proceeds to interact with it. Do you really think that you can carry this thing open? Or ask Dr. Kelly carelessly and nervously. I mean, I won't know until I don't try.
Wait, you said I won't know until I don't try?
Yeah,
Okay.
I said it in a paradox way. There's a way to find out.
So, like, the opposite of that statement is I will know if I do try?
I mean, it is. But yeah, I know what I should say. Yeah, that's my fault because in Hungary and we do use double negative
Okay.
as a simple negative. So if I want to say in Hungarian, I didn't do anything. I would say in the translation, I did not do nothing. so, so yeah, it sounds very strange. There's one way to find out. This guy replies. Now I beg your pardon by requesting a moment of silence, please. Like I said on the set. I imagine in this moment when she's requesting a moment of silence, someone is pulling out a flute and starts making noises. Rather than coughing. Another proficient in hacking into the digital structures as the doctor is. You can do this, said the agreed. Good job, Thunder. Didn't she say silence? The skyship gives a hissing sound, and a reminder for the others to be quiet. This time, they can comply. Funnily enough, even Thomas is patient with this. More than half of the group is expecting her to intervene, out of sheer boredom. Yeah, I'm on that side of the half of the group, as well. Despite being immortal. And immoral, as well. Alright, I think I carried this one. Or shall I announce it 2 minutes later? And there are 2 more layers. Already? The PS is surprised. Wow, you are good. Well, I am a genius. I can't carry on the thing. Even though that sounds like a brag. What actually is saying in fact? Not the same level as Dr. myself. I believe I can say this thing now. He gives a meaningful look, and there you go. I see I saw one final time. Can I? Nah, that's you open the cage. I think you shouldn't.
I'm bored with this game. Let's go away and leave the question of what's in the forbidden box of mysteries unanswered.
Yeah. Oh. I guess we thought of the same thing. There is one final moment of presentation, but I look back at the board as he decides. No wait. We can get into her own holographic skin one last time. When that happens, makes a wee sound effect that fades away. A moment later, you hear one lasting, there's a hissing sound before the door, which none of them could spot at this moment. Lower down to the ground. More interesting that, the group sees several times the background of Lord Background in someone's case toward being squished by the slowly lowering and very obvious steam back door. When his finally touches the ground at the middle of an angle, I think it creates a platform from which they could ascend, or others can on the other side in the sand. You know what? You should talk to the doctor and see if he can teach you how to use this like screwdriver. I mean, that's one thing that they are kind of learning, and this fellow is. Don't recommend Dr. Kelly. Because you are right. You are a genius. So much in fact that you might actually be able to master and complicated things too. I'll admit, I have considered it. Dr. Kelly agrees. Especially now. And the doctor is like, complicated thing? You are talking about my screwdriver? It's just a tool. It's not complicated at all. Yeah, it's not complicated at all how you use the key. You might even be able to find it from the TARDIS. Wow. Wouldn't the plural of TARDIS would be TARDIS?
The apostrophe is in the wrong place.
Where should be?
Outside the word TARDIS.
It is outside of the world of TARDIS. But then the next verse. Animation and a command. And command. You did say you were able to do a multiplication calculation for teleport. As such, you can choose a destination without a line of sight. All you have to do is able to calculate a temporal course and run a bingo. You will probably get it. It's probably more complicated than that, but I suspect that I will at least be able to hoop for the basics. You can imagine back. And it occurs to me that it might be a future version of me that's daring new, and to find a note to hoof the restore. Enough stalling, like in this. And the future will take care of itself. Until then, all we have is the user speculation. He always thought of what's ahead of them. In the meantime, we have this. Whatever this is. It's gonna be this.
Let's see what you got there.
There you go.
Yeah, it's bananas and pajamas. Oh man, that was ominous.
It could be anything in that. So we approach and stand beside line. I can command. I command you. I command you, and I take a point. Take point. Huh?
That means take the lead. Go in front.
Yeah, you command that I command. Good idea. Like, okay. You and I will take point. Luffy, you send me a note. Hello, if you can, Margaret, you need up in the hero. If you can, be prepared to defend us with 4 shed. And may send Lord keep selling what is ahead of us in your roles, please. I want as much feedback as we can get. And I will be here, playing my ear. Commander says, as she passes and transforms into a giant, disembodies floating gas, like here. Question. The god rolls her eyes and decides to ignore that as she passes on. You are all ears, huh? For the sound of the smoke makes it trouble. Ocean and then goes over that pond. But nothing goes on the wind. Or ear, I should say, goes only one ear. I will fetch it back to a normal form, which again, keeps the lie or some invisible surface. In that form, she said, "The matter you hear, my..." You took on the same pond and I wanted to do if he didn't do it. This makes him go on, gesture. He won't pop, I said. Go man, come on here. I mean near him again here while you pass on, despite your fear. No kidding. I agreed, seriously. It's not matter and pass it on. I may not be your father. But you and I are going to have a little chat soon about combating with dangerous strangers. So, promise is gouge away. I may not be your father. That would be a very different scenario if he said that. Be quiet.
Yeah, maybe it's Luke that's saying it to Vader.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm your father.
But then Vader is the one combating with dangerous strangers. I mean, yeah, he was combating with Yoda, who was literally shown as a mad old creature who was very senile. I mean, at least the first time he appeared. Be quiet, I said a lot. Like, all that seriously. Dr. Sandler, I'm picking up anything with your instrument? No, but somehow all my instruments became musical instruments. Drummer, something metallic is anything up ahead. Something metallic. We are going back to reactions. It's clearly report. Half a dozen of them, to be more precise. She reads and the information, as she is hearing before editing. I can't tell what kind of alloy it is. Metallic? Like a code. To the not living creatures. Actually, I am thinking left side too, but they are pretty small and within the metallic structure. Oof. There are three that we have seen who are like this. We have seen the Caxians, we have seen the Daleks, and we have seen the Metaphors, who are not police here. The Cybermen, I mean.
Yeah, cyber ponies. Or whatever the species used to be.
And we have seen Veracid. But that will fit in the description.
Yeah, not unless there's 6 of them.
Ah, I didn't understand that half of the is
Yep.
It's funny how they're saying half a dozen of them. Why can't you just say 6? Does he have a report? I guess in. They are in either some kind of vehicles or small prison within the prison. I mean, that would be even more terrifying if they saw 6 reactions complete. Can you see something here? Another window. Yeah, well, it moved me. Okay, across. I think I did about that too. You did? Like, as an arm. I she raised her hand, because the white physical man behind her. I had to. It was visible the rest of the systems here. The carrier explained. If I had more precise control, I could have been more selective. And then, however, it was all or nothing near. Kelly, you know you should have at least one elf pony here that I'm gonna disable the time lock as well. In this case, is anything holding them back anymore? Then guess not. She moves around in the forward direction again. Those are the metal things I did earlier. Okay, I guess it. No. Wait! Something escaped. Actually, most of that means to look for the advancement for the rest of the party. Which works, all the crossband easily could have knocked on the wings, if he wanted to. One day home, he found them. I see something ahead, some blue light heading up. I see it too, the anchor cross. And I don't have any dialect voice right now.
Well, you might be able to find a sample of it on YouTube.
Yeah, but you know I can't play anything not related suddenly. It's heavy, it's so complicated that I can't even play the episodes in Hungary. We are alive! There's a Mr. Entity up ahead. It must sound like a very synthetic voice. And pretty relevant too. The voice is catchy and filled with mystery. To add to this mystery, two more fans of the light. No white this time, light up with each one. This mysterious entity speaks. Those lights are perpendicular to each other, but also a bit of an angle. Each is carries on top of something round that they can't see. What are we? Same entity probed. You understand that? The feeling is right. You speak our language? Of course it does. Like sounds currently laughing. Those who survive in the TARDIS receive diabolic translation. Good job. Good job announcing that you are in the doctor. Even if the TARDIS isn't here, or you're asking to survive. Very short, as she answered. And so, TARDIS, you are flying the TARDIS. Suddenly, I don't have the voiceover for it.
That'd be cool.
Then they are changed with that same catchy robotic sounding voice. And before, who likes making glow in the darkness with each syllable? The radio sound. The humanity momentarily caught off guard by this nature's apparent recognition of the TARDIS. Which is why Luke cautiously replied, yes, most of us have, and I do you know of the doctor? Which is so yes. And if maybe it's free. Yeah, it would be a fun idea to see a dog Dalek.
I agree, that sounds fun.
You know the doctor? They replied in surprise. Answer the question. He said, you will obey. But we had the group hesitate. During the time, they reflected a look to the security to see if the white man had any further information to report. Then goes my alarm to notice how frightened the security now looks. Up until now, the young man never displayed any emotion, and they were nearly disagree. Yes, the eventually answered. We know the doctor, he said. And how did you come to know him? Doctor! The teacher replied and responding that his phone. Doctor! The teacher replied. I'm laughing because there is someone standing in the door. Seeing if I actually need a doctor. All the time, it sounds more like a statement, and the creature is mulling this information over. Doctor! 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 The creature repeats over and over again with apparent running fury. Want something I said? The PS alarm. No, maybe it is the doctor. And she dignified himself, my friend. If I offended you, I am sorry. You care about something, but it's too quiet for the others here. I'm calling my oath. Larry knew all that. I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. Having a kid. And of them, 5 more moonlight in this Saturday. They repeat the word Doctor. As well, alright, in the rising chance of fury. They also have 2 white lights, flash above the blue lights too. The police so scared to know when the creature suddenly stopped their chant. And for a moment, there is that silence. Expectation lies in the air during this time. So much so that all the police are afraid to move. In the meantime, I told it's slowly dying.
You're almost done.
Yeah. Exterminate. The one that first spoke about you said. Exterminate. 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 Multiple times. I'm not gonna repeat it that much time. Within a moment, all of these creatures end up repeating that word over and over again. Once again, mythical light and rising fury. And importantly, run! It's getting right out in love. Finally finding her voice enough to do so. These are Daleks! What? Hello, Wind exclaimed in astonishment. Run! It screams. Precisely, and intently before she rushes out herself. Daleks quickly turn about and follow her out. Behind them, the creatures keep repeating the word, exterminate. While the police run past, they stay floating and by immune the immunity state of chaos. Well, Vexen was working on trying to get the Magi to work with him. Now, the Daleks will get the job done. Leaving the definitely step out.
The Chaos Beasts were in storage in the warehouse here, but in one of the boxes, the Daleks were themselves.
Yeah? Now, isn't enough leading us, they did not act like they were actually frozen in knowledge of being frozen. They were like, oh wait, we are alive? Where are we? So it says they are not.
Today.
I mean, they were locked inside a not seen to box. So where are we in making sense? Because if you are frozen in time and all you see is a darkness, then you would question yourself if you are alive or not.
They did start off quite a bit groggy.
I mean, just try that. Go in the back room and suddenly pull the curtain off. You wouldn't be groggy as well. Not being able to see.
Okay, would you consider the Daleks to be cyborgs in a way? or just a very small creature riding a vehicle.
From all I know, they kinda are cyborgs.
Okay.
Because they can't really survive without their thing. Their outer shell.
It's not attached to them, but you're right. They don't seem to be able to survive very well outside of their vehicles.
So, in a sense,
They pretty much look like a starfish with an eye on it.
he is a cyborg as well. I mean, if you think about that, everyone who was a peacemaker is a cyborg already.
Imagine something like that. Someone that speaks with an absolutely sinister voice, yet the words is totally polite. Like, how are you doing today?
I mean, I can't bring up one. This guy right here, who is evil and was talking very politely. He's an evil. Oh, that.
Oh, there you go.
But
What do you think of the chapter?
it's funny how we are going back to Alice in Wonderland again. But no, this is from Never Make I. I have to say, my thoughts on Dr. Kennedy went much lower.
Okay.
Because opening the case was much less needed than actually opening it slowly without turning it on. Or she could have turned it on again, the time phrase. After disabling the locks. In the means, she was overtaking the security already. So because she didn't even, oh my god, this is literally painting Toscani in a very bad light for me. What if she is the one working with the Daleks? I mean, yeah, later on she was frozen because of the trauma that she had before. But unlocking the time lock was a really stupid move. Now, the question is gonna be, what is Trauma gonna do? Because she knows that the Daleks cannot be trusted to keep these alive.
Well, as it says in that last sentence, what happened so far has amused her.
Yeah, but they are all in examination mode at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this all could have been solved if the Scully was getting herself together much earlier than saying that yeah, they are the Daleks. Please don't say that we came from the TARDIS and we know the Doctor.
Well, that was mentioned by Darren first that they came from the TARDIS. It as an explanation for why they can understand each other in the translation. But Derby was the one that confirmed that they do know the Doctor.
I mean, there was one way to get out of this unscathed. If they didn't lock it back. That was... we got you out of the cage. Or other creatures. Just say that you came here to save them. I mean, we know one that can destroy a whole planet on its own. But they literally have the power over Death Star.
There was, I haven't seen it yet, but there was an arc in the Doctor Who that was called The Power of the Daleks.
Yeah? I'm probably that's what I'm referring to. But yeah, that is trouble.
Yeah, oh yeah.
As he can say, he didn't do anything. He just wrote them here. He just said that one of them is different. He didn't even touch the cage. It was all you. Well, now, there's gonna be some war. Yay! Now, let's go in it arrive soon. Very soon. And I think it seems the obvious prisoners are the Daleks. Not the ones who opened the cage.
I agree. That's when they really started to get nervous. But they couldn't identify it until they opened the cage. And Dr. Kelly couldn't do that unless she disabled everything. Because she, as she explained herself, she has less precise control over it than
No,
the
she
Doctor.
could have just she just chose the faster way. Because she is genius. I mean, she said herself that she is genius. That she should have a way to open it. Without the time of being stopped.
Yeah, smart does not always mean wise.
Yeah, that's why wisdom and intelligence are different stats.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that is it for today.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what the next chapter is.
Tactical assessment. Oh, tactical awareness, is that what it says?
Yes, man.
It does say assessment. Yeah, I couldn't read it. It's really small text there.
Yeah, so what can we do? Run away or run away?
That's something the Doctor often resorts to at first.
They can run away. I don't know why that picture was got so sadly in this picture. And this kind of is the same thing, right? What we have here. That's a power force.
That's from JoJo's, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will use my automatic move. The other way. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. And I'm gonna use my automatic move as well. The other way. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you in 2 days.
Or today. Ah. Because we will have this new account. Yeah, this was all only 2 hours long as well. But now I will go and eat. Have fun everybody. Good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.